MMOGA, your gaming specialist with killer prices.
So, hello and welcome to the third round of the EGT4M League A, and we are 2 minutes away from the qualification. Like usually, or like the previous rounds 2 weeks and 4 weeks ago, we are doing the 10 minutes qualification. The 4 fastest driver of the qualification then qualify for the Super Pole. And yeah, we have the current championship leader Markula here now in the stream. The drivers are still warming up for the qualification. The lobby is open since 9 o'clock Central European time. We are driving Central European time. The qualification starts at 9:30. So yeah, the drivers, like I said, are practicing now and warming up for the qualification. In the sprint race, we start with the championship standings turned, so Markula will start from the last position. So very much action during the sprint race will be here. And yeah, and then in the main race, where we drive 45 minutes, so 30 laps with formation lap and formation lap start. And yeah, I'm looking pretty forward to that race here. The race yesterday, the sprint race from League B, was phenomenal. It was really good. 4 drivers fighting for the victory there, and Derusha at the end had the better end for him and won yesterday everything there. And we see that here, you guys can read under the stream banner here, we have fan boost. The fan boost winner for this round was Rotec 1984. He is currently on 3rd position in the championship for League A. For example, I can show you guys here in the stream chat. If you type in A standings, there are other comments as well. It shows you the current standings of the championship. Hopefully, of course. And yeah, and we're waiting now that the qualification starts here. And we see here League A standings in the stream chat. Marcola with the GTR on position 1 with 79 points. Then Psycho, our Italian friend, in the Viper with 74 points. Then Rotec, our fan boost winner for round 3 now. He has 2% more power than the rest of the field. He goes with his McLaren to the race today, and he has 61 points. Then we have Cobra in the GTR as well with 46 points, and on 5th position we have our Greek geek Vert Crazy John. He drives today. We have him here in the stream now. He's driving on the Honda NSX with the number 25. And yeah, and hopefully we'll see a very close and very nice qualification here. The qualification should start in a few seconds, so yeah, we have here Cobra. Yeah, Sabalu, for example, is one of our new drivers. He drove last round on Blue Moon Bay in Field A. He drove very decent, very good. I think he was 4th in the sprint race. He had a disconnect in the main race, but still he's one of the faster guys here. So yeah, but Rotec trained very hard, very many laps here on the Red Bull Ring to be here very competitive, and now he won also the fan boost for the sprint race and has 2% more power for the sprint race. So he is one of the hottest drivers today to win everything here. The Super Pole, he's my tip for today, that he will win here, that he reaches, of course, the Super Pole, then he wins the Super Pole, starts from pole position in the main race. And of course we have here Psycho in his Viper. He won both main races, the last 2 rounds. He won the first round on St. Gru, he won, and then Blue Moon Bay in Field A 2 weeks ago he won as well in his Viper. And yeah, we're looking pretty forward what happened here. Here we have Castor Troy. The Mitsubishi BOP changed a bit to match the top speed from the other cars a bit, so the car is pretty fast right now as well. So maybe he's a bit an outsider winner here, but we'll see in a few minutes more. Then Turismo Lici, one of the EGT4M stuff, is driving in the Lexus. He was pretty fast as well. The maybe most underrated driver here in the field is AP Meister. He had very bad luck the previous 2 rounds, but let's see if he can do here better now. And yeah, and the qualification started now. So we have 10 minutes now driving in the Super Pole. We drive then with soft tires. And the first driver out on the racetrack is Marcola, and directly behind him is Crazy John. So good luck, guys. Let's hope for a good race today. We stay now on Crazy John for the first lap here. Here the Razer was driving with the BMW. And what happened here between Magic and Castor? So, and we have the first lap here with in the GTR with Marcola. Let's jump in the splitter cam. Up, down now, downhill braking into the Rauch corner. Now going to the two left corners, the Pirelli corners. Here we are now in the two left corners. Now the last two corners, the Rind corner and the Red Bull Mobile corner. And we have the first time in a second from the championship leader. And it's a 34.3, that's pretty fast, crazy fast. Let's look through the field now. Turismo Lici now on position 3 and Psycho on position 3. Splash now on position 2. But we are still waiting, but the lap from Marcola was pretty fast. So it looks like everything goes over Marco again here. Because I think that's the fastest lap we saw during all trainings till now. He was almost 2 seconds faster than his teammate. And it looks like he's going to take new tires. And Rotek with a 35.0 on position 2 now. And Psycho right now not even in the Super Pole. Crazy John went straight into the Super Pole now on the 4th position. And AP Meister now on position 5, so Psycho only now on position 6. And Marcola, we see it here, is back on track now to attack his lap time once more. Yeah, I mean, that's a amazingly fast lap here. 43.3. He's half a second faster than Rotec. That's pretty crazy speed here. So let's see. We have 34.8 here for Rotec. Then Splash here in the Corvette on position 3. And Crazy John still with a 35.1. He is now position 3. Very strong performance right now from Crazy John. Only 0.3 slower than Rotec. And Splash is going now to the pits as well to get new tires. Casatry now on position 5 in the Mitsubishi Lancer. And it looks like he takes new tires as well. AP Meister on position 6. And Psycho only on 7, but now with new tires. We do not know if he's now on the outlap, but it looks like the outlap was before. And that's now a fast lap. But we'll see it at the end of his lap. And yeah, Turismo Lici letting the cars passing here. It looks like, yeah, he made a mistake there somewhere. Then Magic World currently on position 9 with his new livery, the red-white BMW M4. He had not that much time to train this week, and we can definitely see on the performance, because he's only on position 9, but we know that qualifying is always a bit different to racing. Cobra only on position 10. He's still staying there. And then the two Porsche on 11 and 12 and the Ferrari on position 13. And Rotec, we see it here. He drove a 34.4, so he has the pace from Makula. Great lap from Rotec there. But we know that Marco drove it in the second lap, but he couldn't drive faster till now, even with the new tires. So currently we have Marcola, Rotec, Crazy John and Splash in the Super Pole. And on position 8, only on position 8, we have Psycho. But he will be on a crazy strategy as again in the main race, so most probably he will be somewhere up front there. But it looks like the Viper is not going that good here on this Red Bull circuit. And he's going over the line now with a 35.3. And let's see now, we have the first two in our own league, then we have Splash with a 34.7, pretty good as well. Then we have on 4th position, he's now in the danger zone. Kidstick now on position 5, so the Porsche has the pace. Castor on 6, and if we look, it's very close there. 7, 9, 1, 2, so it's pretty close there, everything. See who is still in a fast lap. there was a mistake, I think, from Cobra or MINKIHL. It was a GTR. But that's the last chance now for Psycho, and he's 4/10 faster. So is he flying now into the Super Pole? Somebody went, Castor went into the Super Pole with a 34.9, but we are still waiting for Psycho. Is he going to the Super Pole or not? And he is going to the Super Pole. No! He is not going to the Super Pole, so we have MINKIHL, Rotek, Splash and Castor in the Super Pole. Only by 26,000 of a second he is slower than Castor, and he is missing out the Super Pole, so no points for the Super Pole for iPsycho. That's a very huge disappointment, I think, for the championship. And we see even he was driving even faster, 34.2. That's a crazy pace. Let's look here. That are the results. The kit stick is already out from the grid. Yeah, so we have these four drivers, MINKIHL, Rotek, Splash and Castor in the Super Pole now. Psycho on position 5, on 6 we have Crazy John, AP Meister on 7, Sabalu. We have on position 7 we have Kid Stick, then we have AP Meister, then we have Sabalu, Cobra, Magic World. Okay, Turismo Lich is there in as well, so Turismo Lich is on 8, then we have Sabalu, Cobra, Magic World and Manu. But again, crazy performance from MINKIHL. So he got the first 3 points, maybe the 3 points here, because he has still to win the Super Pole. So MINKIHL, Rotek, Splash and Castor got 1 point for reaching the Super Pole. Until we change to the Super Pole, we change to the track from this Red Bull circuit. So, and we are directly back after the tracking experience from the EGT4M for this Red Bull circuit. And we are driving currently with Troy. He's in his outlap for his Super Pole. So, he's starting now. He was fourth in the qualification and starts first. He has one lap now. And that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. So, but he can... The worst thing it can happen that he starts from fourth position, but in the last corner to get a penalty and has to brake a bit. So, let's see how much faster these drivers can go. So, I think that we will see a 33 here with the soft tires. Stay now on Troy, of course. Through the Pirelli corners now. Second Pirelli corner out to the first Alpine here. Now up and then down to the Rind corner here. Going too wide here. Yeah, and now the last corner, the Red Bull Mobile. And then to the finish lane. Yeah, that braking cost very much time at the beginning. And the next one will be Splash. The first time he was reaching the Super Pole with his Corvette here on the Austrian Grand Prix. So now first corner. Let's see, the first sector time will be most probably faster, so he's attacking now the third place. Yeah, 7/10 faster. Now we can see how much time that mistake in the last corner before he started his flying lap for Troy costs. And now Splash on the way for the provisional position 3 for the starting grid from the main race today. Hey Nameless, how are you? Everything's fine with you? Hello and welcome to the stream. We hope all here for very much action again. And Splash was holding his lap, so the rest of the lap was pretty good as well. So now last corner, Red Bull Mobile, and he went a bit wide there. Maybe that's a penalty. No, it's not. It's a 34.7. Very good lap from Splash, so that's the third place for now, if Rotek and Markola will be faster. But I think that we will see most probably the first 33 here from Rotek. So now first corner. That was good. So now up to the Remus corner, the hairpin, the hardest braking point on the circuit. And he's only 88 thousandths of a second faster than Splash DD. But in the first sector, the Corvette goes very good on the straights. So now through the two Pirelli left corners, second one here, and he's almost 2/10 faster. It's always a bit a question how much the drivers train with the soft tires. So now through the last corner, the Red Bull Mobile look pretty good, and now it's the first, is a 33? No, it's only a 34.5. I thought maybe that we see here the first 33. So let's see. Now comes Markola. He drove a 34.2 with the medium tires. So maybe we see a 33 now from him. The GTR is much stronger than as expected here. Hey Sven, greetings back here from the EGT4M. Thank you for passing by in the stream. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream as well. And the first sector from Markola was already purple, so he is on the way on the second Super Pole this season for him. He was on pole position. He won the Super Pole at Blue Moon Bay Speedway in Field A 2 weeks ago by a margin in front of Psycho, but Psycho was today not that competitive in the qualification. He has not even reached the Super Pole, and he is 5/10 faster. So do we see here the first 33? Is Markola here already playing and showing his muscles for this championship? No, last corner, that looks pretty fast. I think that's the first 33. Yes, it's a 33.8. What a great lap. What a great lap. That was huge. What a fast lap. I think that was the almost perfect lap he showed here. Crazy pace here from Markola, so most probably we see a very fast race here from him as well. So here we see also the EGT4M is partner with Fanatec and MMOGA cheap prices for game cards and game keys. On the right side we see the next event in 2 weeks on Tuesday on the 6th of November, the League B. We are flying to Italy to the Monza circuit. Again, the live streams will be here, commentated by me. And we would also appreciate very much a little tip. So in German it's ein Trinkgeld for supporting the EGT4M for better prices and for better prices in the future. So we would appreciate very much if we get little tips from you guys. The link is in the description. Also the links for MMOGA, the partner links from Fanatec and MMOGA are in the description. Also our Discord link to join us. You can talk there with our drivers, with me, and follow the EGT4M with fresh and the best news possible there. The live streams will also be always here. Yeah, so we are waiting now for the race start, and in the meanwhile we make a little break for, I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, Marco, I told Will, so we're waiting for you. So no worries. I told him already. So, we make a little break now, waiting for Marcola to join. Hey Sasha. Sasha is our race winner from yesterday. And yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go on a little break, and we will be back in a few minutes when everything is set for the sprint race in League A. So see ya in a few minutes.
Sights on the sun. Mind is willing, soul remains. This one cannot be saved. From the thought into the fire. Mind is willing, soul remains. This one cannot be saved. From the thought into the fire. Bring it on home. Bring it on home. Too weak to jump yourself. Hail the wounds or crack the shell. Lift yourself from what's below. Much too weak to jump yourself. Hail the wounds or crack the shell. Lift yourself from what's below. Raise the anchor and bring it on home. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be.
So, everything is set now for the start of the sprint race. Fan boost Rotec 1984, so it has 2% more power for the sprint race. And now the start. The start now to the sprint race. Standing start with failed start control. And we are starting. Hopefully there are no crashes. And Castor already on position 1. Oh, that's very close there. Sabalu on position 4. Mike now on position 4. Flying to Turismo Lici. But looks like that there were no incidents. Marco already on position 6. Very close racing there, and Marco goes there to the inside. And he is now on position 5, but is under attack from Crazy John. So side by side, but Marcola is on the inside. But on the outside, very strong. Crazy John defending very hard against Marcola and stays in front of Marcola, but in front of them, Turismo, Lici and Magic World fighting with each other. Everything very close there. There's no room for mistakes. But it's missing Psycho somewhere there. Here we have Psycho, he's stuck there behind Sabalu. And Casatroy already on position 1, flying a bit away because everybody is fighting behind them. And here the pack, so many drivers. And we can see so many cars so close to each other. Rotec now on position 9. But Marcola already on position 4, so again very strong performance here to go through the field. And Turismo Lici now on position 2. And Casatroy, we see it here on the map on the right corner, the top right corner. Marcola is already near to Manu. And between position 2 and 5, it's pretty close. The only car which flies a bit away is Casatroy's Mitsubishi. For me, the most important thing is that there are no incidents, so fair driving is the most important thing here. And now Magic World under attack from Cobra. Cobra on the outside, very late braking, but Magic stays to the inside. Can he hold against Cobra? Yeah, now Cobra is on the inside. No, cannot. looks like Rotek is a bit stuck there, but he's now on the way to the fast lap. Let's go in more through the field. And Giovanni here, Hype Psycho, is stuck behind AP Meister. Mano is in pit, so yeah, it looks like he crashed somewhere. Let's see if we see it. No, we don't see it anymore. Too bad, so we go back directly. Castro Troy now leading by 3 seconds. Turismo Lici on position 2. Not far away. Marcola on position 3. On position 4 we have Cobra. Right behind him we have Crazy John, and into the inside we have Magic World. And Rotek right behind him. So now is Rotek attacking on the inside? Yeah, he's taking 2 cars. No. He's not taking 2 cars. But now we have behind as well a fight. Now again 3 wide. No, not 3 wide. But Rotek is now has overtaken both cars. Oh, and Magic went to the grass. And AP Master as well lost the control of the car. And it looks like there was an incident with Psycho. We have here, that's not that what I wanted to see, why it's now showing me that. Okay, now we don't see it anymore. Maybe there was contact between Psycho and AP Meister. But at least one round of a season gets deleted. So even if that would be a very bad result for Psycho or for the other driver up front there, he has still the chance to get a good result at the end, because we delete one of the results. Plenty of fight. Going to the inside, Sabalu, yeah, but he has to back up. Crazy John is always very strong on the brakes. Magic World, after he's going to the grass, he's on position 10. Let's look a bit more front now. Marcola is already on position 2. He's now driving as fast as possible to hunt. He's now the hunter. And if we look the pace 35.0 to 34.9, we can definitely see that maybe we see Marcola at the end closing the gap to Castor. So there's no room for mistakes. If Castor wants to win this race here, Marcola was the winner 2 weeks ago of the sprint race at Blue Moon Bay. But Turismo Lici is right behind, still right behind Marcola, but the GTR is so fast out of that corner, out of that hairpin. Rotek now on position 4. And also having the fastest lap here, 34.3. But he needed, maybe the problem for him in this race was only that he needed too long to get through the field. Now in position 4, but he is fast. And I think he will also maybe catch Turismo Lici at the end. We will see that in a few laps, but yeah, that are only 10 laps. It's a 15 minutes race. And Markola is now 1 second behind Castor. So everything... Oh, and Turismo Lice made a mistake. He's going to the pits, but I think that was not... He was not supposed to go. Ah, he lost the car there and he had to go to the pits. So most probably he's driving only through. Oh my god, that's very... We cannot go to him. Where he went out on position. Cannot take him on position 8 he's right now. And he has thrown away a very good result here and he's right behind Splash now here. Crazy John on position 6, on 5 in the Porsche we have Sabalu. Then we have Cobra on position 4. Then we have Rotek in the McLaren and we have already an overtake here and Markola is leading here. Crazy performance from Markola here. But Castor is still right behind the GTR here. But the GTR is crazy fast out of corners. But the Mitsubishi is also a 4-wheel drive car. But Rotek comes closer and closer. Look at his times. 34.7 to 36.8 and 34.6. So he's driving consistently 34. So he will reach that 2 drivers there. We have 2 laps more. And what was here? Let's see if we can see that in a replay. And yeah, there was a contact between the Corvette from Splash and Turismo Lice's Lexus. And Magic World now on position 7, so he was overtaking both cars there. And the Bewin Honda, it looked much better at the beginning, but now Crazy John is on position 6. On 5 we have still Sabalu, Cobra on 4, Rotek on 3. And Castle Troy still under 1 second behind Markola. And Markola on position 1 in his GTR with a 35.0, 35.5 and a 34.6. So Rotek, maybe the time is running out for him because it's only 1 lap more after this lap, and I think the best he can get here is maybe only a 2nd place here again, like the previous 2 rounds. Yeah, we see here on the time difference 7 tenths, 6 tenths, how fast that McLaren is here with the 2% more power. So maybe he needs a mistake from Markola to win that race here, maybe. But now that's the perfect thing here. Yeah, Castor tires fronts are pretty gone, but that's the problem of the 4-wheel drive cars here. We have also the tires, the front tires from Markola are also completely gone. And the non-4-wheel drive cars, they have a bit more neutral tire wear. So for a race distance, it's better maybe. But Rodek still cannot overtake here, and we have final lap here. And I think that Rodek now can overtake the Mitsubishi on the straight, but I think for catching Markula it's too late. He needed maybe too long for overtaking. Yeah, and late braking from both. And now the 2% more power. Can they help Rodek out of the corner? Yeah, Rodek now in front of Castroy. Castroy now on position 3, and he blocks to the inside. And maybe Markula made somewhere a mistake. Are the tires from Marco completely gone? Is that the time for Rodek? And Rodek side by side. And Rodek is leading in the last 3 corners. He's going to the inside now. There's contact. And Rodek is winning the race, and Marco has also a penalty, so it looks like Castroy on position 2, Markula on 3, Cobra on 4, so we have Rodek as winner here in the last 3 corners. That's crazy. In the last lap the GTR goes to the knees, and Rodek with a extremely good finish, winning the sprint race here. Congratulations to Rodek, what a race from him. Magic World on 7, on 8 we have Splash, Turismo Licio on 9 after his mistake to the pits. Maybe he could go to the top 5 here. So congratulations to Rodek for the first victory of this season for him. Well deserved, he trained very much here. Congratulations. What a race. Let's see where we have Marco, Rodek and Castor. What a crazy race at the end. So yeah, we go again into a short break before we start the main race. We have to set the grid, and then we are back with the main race. 45 minutes, so 30 laps with the formation lap. So yeah, we see us in 2 or 3 minutes.
Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, Set your sights on the sun. Mind is willing, soul remains. This one cannot be saved. Find the drawn into the fire. Mind is willing, soul remains. This one cannot be saved. Find the drawn into the fire. Bring it on home. Bring it on home. Much too weak to jump yourself. Heal the wounds or crack the shell. Lift yourself from what's below. Much too weak to jump yourself. Heal the wounds or crack the shell. Lift yourself from what's below. Raise the anchor and bring it on in the trail of fire. I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun.
So we see now that in a second we start the main race here with the formation lap. Hopefully everything goes smooth. So no fan boost now anymore for Rodek. So yeah, no 2% more anymore. And yeah, the final starts now. So we have now 30 laps of main race here in front of us. Pit stops, strategy and more. Let's see how good the GTR performs here. On pole position we have Markola, then Rodek again, the winner of the sprint race. And Psycho, the driver, on position 2 in the championship, on position 8, so his worst position right now. So we start now and have the formation lap, so everything's cool. The formation lap starts a bit slower, so let's see how fast the formation lap will be from Markola. At the end they will make a in 2 rows. They will start next to each other, and then Markola is like the safety car. Then at the end his tempo has to be driven by the other drivers as well. So I hope you guys are also that excited like me for the main race now and for the race start. The race starts working pretty good here in the League A. So Markola slowing down the tempo a bit to close the field. Keyboard here again, taking away the names over the cars. So now they are reaching now the second left corner from the Pirellis. Then we go through the first Alpine, and then the last 2 corners Rind and the Red Bull corner, and then we starting the race here. And the cars are coming here now. Next to each other, looking pretty good. Let's see what happens here, and the start is open. Rodek could go to the race line directly and is directly behind Markola, and there are incidents. All cars went through the first corner, and Markola is already 4 tenths in front of Rodek. Can he attack here in the first time they are coming to the hairpin? No, he cannot. He was very late on brakes, and here out of this corner the GTR is simply strong. And Crazy John on position 4 with his B-Win Honda. I like the livery very much, looks pretty awesome. Then on position 5, and Psycho is losing the car almost, and he went to position 10, 11. So it's completely not his day today. Cobra on position 10. He's going to the inside now. Very hard move from him here. And Sabalu now on position 10. Turismo Lici on 8. AP Meister on position 7. Kid Stick on 6. Castor on 5. The guy who went to the second place in the sprint race. And Crazy John already attacking here. Splash. And they are going side by side through the corner. Splash on the outside. And Castor now on position 5 is attacking both cars. But the Corvette is pretty fast there on the straight. No, Castor cannot go to the inside. Simply not possible. And Markula is already 1.3 seconds in front of Rotec. Let's see what the strategy bringing here. And here again side by side. I think, yeah, but the Corvette is very strong. And yeah, and here, ooh, he's going wide. Very hard fight here for position 3. And now Crazy John is to the inside, but very fair battle here. Very hard battle. And almost 2 seconds now in front. The GTR is pretty fast at the beginning of the race, like always. 34-1. With the empty tank, of course, we see very fast lap times here. Yeah, he's completely on the limit. Markula wants to put now a gap between him and Rotec. We see almost the same fuel inside the car, but the tires from Markula are a bit more worn than from Rotec. And here three wide, and they are crashing because they left not enough space between the cars. And Castor Troy on position 3 now. Very hard fighting, and now Kid Stick comes also there to fight. Castor Troy is through now. Oh, and here Kid Stick to the inside, and on the outside we have Crazy John. And Splash was between. Let's watch that move for a second. Maybe we have time to breathe here. Here we see on the inside we have Kid Stick, and on the outside we have Crazy John, and in the middle we have Splash, and he lost 2 positions in 1 corner. Crazy pictures here. Then we have on 7 we have AP Meister, on 8 we have Cobra. Here is very close and very hard fighting as well. On position 10 we have Psycho, our Italian friend, who is on position 2 in the championship. And he is under attack also from Sabalu on position 11. And then on 12 we have, in the BMW M4 we have Magic World, and on position 13, but still in touch with the field, we have Manu 2011. And yeah, Markula lost a bit of time, so Rotec comes closer. And here we have again trying to overtake the Porsche from Kid Stick. And Splash now on position 6. But we will see, I think in 2 laps we will see the first pit stops. And going to the inside from Cobra, very hard but very clean overtake. And he can stay in front of AP Meister. And Giovanni as well going to overtake AP Meister here. And AP Meister lost in 2 corners, he lost 2 positions, and he's now only on position 9, and Sabalu is also attacking, but he's attacking now again. Psycho, but he's a bit stuck there. He has to defend himself also against Sabalu. But Sabalu on the outside, he has to back up there. It's no chance there to go to overtake there. And here we have also Ferrari against BMW. They're going wide there. And the Ferrari lost a bit time there now. But the field is pretty close there. Most probably see an overtake here as well. Only 2 drivers could go away a bit from the field. That's Markola and Rotek. I think there's a 2-second gap between them and Castor. And Castor is also 1 second, I think. It looks like Sabalu made a mistake there somewhere. Let's see if we get that mistake. He tried to overtake, I think, there. And yeah. Let's go back to the action. And Rotek and Markola in pits now. All cars coming now to the pits, most probably. No, Kidstick drives 1 lap more. The same with Psycho. The Viper is one of the best fuel saver when you short shifting. Also Sabalu, so the Porsche can drive 1 lap more. And the Lexus, we see here maybe he was fuel saving there to this Molici, because he can maybe drive 1 lap more even than the Porsches. Let's see the strategies from the leaders. We have almost half the tank, yeah, because I think he's driving only the laps what the tires can stand. So it looks like he's driving only 8 laps, for example. Castor only half the tank full, and Rotek like 75%, so he drives much more laps than the 2 drivers in front of him. So yeah, between Marco and Rotek is now 1 car, Castor Troy. Very strong performance from him as well here on the Red Bull circuit. Then we have Cobra after the pits. Yeah, almost the same strategy, or the same strategy than Markola. Then we have Splash. He almost used like 70% of fuel. He was refueling. The same strategy here on AP Meisters. Jaguar, Crazy John made the car completely full, and now we have Sabalu, Psycho and Kidstick, so the 2 Porsches and the Viper now in the pits. The I wanted to say camouflage Porsche, but that's the black Red Bull Porsche from Kidstick and the Fanatec Porsche from Sabalu. Looks like he makes the car completely full. The same with Psycho, most probably, yeah. The same strategy like in the last races. He makes the car completely full. The same with Sabalu. Sabalu completely refilled the car. So we have here completely different strategies. And Psycho went out of the pits on position 11. On 12 we have the Ferrari of Manu. And Magic World is attacking Crazy John in the Ferrari. Let's see if they have differences in the strategy. Yeah, the car from Crazy John is much heavier than Magic Mike's car. Magic Mike, I say again, Magic Mike, Magic World, of course. And we have here the overtake here against Crazy John, and Magic World is through and now on position 9. And now it's only the question, how fast can Psycho go through the field here. And now, like I said, he can drive 2 laps more. We have now Turismo Lici on position 1, going to the pit, so he drove 2 laps more than the rest of the field. Let's see the strategy of the Lexus driver. We stay now with him here in the pit. And then we look the gap between Markula and Rotek. And he using almost the same strategy like Markula and Cobra, so most of the field is doing. And there are 6 seconds between Rotek, and Rotek has overtaken Castor. Let's see if we can see that again. He was here already in front after a long straight. But Castor was trying to brake to the inside, but Rotek is very strong on the brakes there. Yeah, Magic Mike is back. You're right. I don't know why I have that name in my head, because his name is Mike and Magic World, and it's happening so often that I say Magic Mike. But yeah, of course, Magic World and not Magic Mike. And Rotek, yeah, loses a bit time here, but he's in a bit different strategy when we see it here. Maybe, yeah, I don't know, we will see here. But the first 3 drivers from the sprint race are here again on position 1, 2, 3, but only Markula and Rotek are switched. But yeah, the race is still long. And I will post this time a bit earlier the link. I'm posting now in the stream chat the link for voting for the driver of the day voting. So vote for your drivers. The link is now in the stream chat. So vote for your driver of the day here on the Red Bull circuit. Put in your decision the Super Pole, the qualification, the sprint race, the main race. Put everything you want in there. The winner of the driver of the day voting getting 1 point more for the championship standings. So vote for your driver now. And at the end of the stream I will say then who won the driver of the day voting. Of course, you guys can also check on the driver of the day voting on our homepage. On the link I posted, you can check who is leading, or yeah, you just like the movie. Yeah. I have seen that movie once, but yeah. So, yeah, still we have Mark on 1, Rotek on 2, but the gap between the two getting closer. Let's see what's the next lap time. Yeah, it looks like that Markola made a mistake there, and he's going over the line with a 35.4 only, and Rotek is flying over the finish lane with a 34.4. So he is completely now still flying here. Yeah, completely on the limit here. Yeah, Casatroy also took his standard penalty here on the last corner. And Cobra is not that far away from the podium as well. And Splash also, he trained also very much. He trained the last 2 weeks after the Blue Moon Bay races. He trained very much here together with Rotek, with one of our best drivers. Rotek, for example, also won the pre-qualification we did here. He was the fastest guy. So yeah, we have then on position 6, we have AP Meister. On position 7 we have Turismo Lici. On 8 we have Magic World. And we see here a very competitive field we have here. So if you like the EGT4M, you can visit our homepage EGT4M.com. You can, for example, you can type in here in the stream commands, and then it should show you the available comments here, like EGT4M info and everything. Like here we have here A standings, we have B standings, EGT4M info for the infos, like the homepage and everything important here. Then prices, what can you win here in the EGT4M, and then of course the race results also. You can check them out. So Sabalu and Psycho here, very strong fighting. And Psycho now on position 10, but he has to defend now against Sabalu as well. So let's see if there happened something against. I think maybe there was an overtake as well. Oh no, he was almost sliding out there. So lucky not lost the car there, but now he's under pressure for Magic World in the BMW. Let's see if there happens something. So yeah, let's see. The gap between Markula and Rodek we see is still the same. So Markula again found his pace, 34.6, 34.5, then 4.65. Yeah, that was only that one, 35.4. Let's see when he finished this lap. Then we check Rodek's lap times. But the first three drivers now could go a bit away from the pack, and we see on the track on the right top there the 34.9. Let's see what is. Yeah, Rodek is a bit faster still, and Castor is going to the pits now. That's a planned pit stop, of course, because we see the fuel is completely empty. Let's see if that's the right strategy. And he's coming out now behind, completely behind. Yeah, that now you can see after the second pit stop the field is that close that when you pit as third place driver you come out on the last position. But yeah, but the gap gets closer between Rodek and Markula, and Splash comes closer to Cobra. Then Apemeister now on 5, on 6 we have Turismo Lici, so he could defend against Magic World. Then Crazy John on position 8, right now he has a bit air to breathe behind him. Then we have Sabalu and Psycho. His Viper is not working that good here on Red Bull circuit like the Viper was going in the on the Blue Moon Bay 2 weeks ago, and on Saint Croix or Croix 4 weeks ago on round 1. Then Kidstick on 11. He's still at, he goes a bit wide there. There's very slippery out there. And now Mano is going to the inside. Let's see that overtake here. Yeah, he lost very much time there, Kidstick. And Castor with 1.5 seconds penalty here. And yeah, and here we are almost under 5 seconds, but yeah, here we see that the GTR is pretty fast. And but yeah, now I think will Markula coming to the pits. Let's see, I think that he will come. No, he drives one lap more. So he has fuel for one lap more. And yeah, and the Rotec will stay out on track. He went a bit wide there, maybe that's a penalty. Let's see, no. That lap was also not good from, but yeah, I think the tires are now over the cliff. So yeah, we see here the tires dying from both drivers. Now it's the question if Rotec is going to the pits as well to get new tires, but then staying longer, staying a shorter duration in the pits because he has more fuel. So it's very interesting here what for a strategy Rotec is taking here, because right now he's the faster guy. And we see here also that Splash coming closer and closer to Cobra, and now he made a mistake there as well, Cobra. And the Corvette is flying to the GTR. Is that enough to go to the inside and overtake? No, he was too far away. And AP Meister, pretty good position as well here from him on 5th position. Legion 6 still on Magic World on 7, Crazy John still on 8. On 9 we have Sabalu. He could drive now a bit of a gap between him and Psycho. 2 seconds now is the gap. Then Kidstick on position 11. On 12 we have Manu. And Castor on 13. So we have the leader in the pits. And Rotec stays outside, so he makes not that. He's not trying to stay shorter in the pits and taking also new tires. And he came out here on position 8 directly behind Sabalu. And Rotec staying still outside. Maybe he counted the laps, maybe he has to stay outside because he counted laps, because Markula most probably needs one more pit stop, and it looks like that the Rotec then don't need one more pit stop. So, and AP Meister and Cobra now in the pit. Let's see, it looks like that Markula needs a 3rd pit stop and Rotec tries it with 2. But I will see that then at the end. And again, hello to the stream. Thank you for watching the EGT4M round 3 here on the Austrian circuit. We saw a pretty amazing, very amazing sprint race. Rotec won the race 2 laps before the finish lane in front of, he was outbraking Markula. His tires were completely dying in the last lap. So it was pretty amazing race, and Markula went in 3 corners from 1 to 3. On position 2 was Troy. So amazing finish of the sprint race, and I think we have here, because of the strategies, also here Splash. In my opinion, I cannot say the end result right now, because the strategies are completely different. I think that Markula is on a 3 pit stop strategy, and Rotec and Splash are only on 2 stops, and Rotec is now in the pits 16 seconds in front of Splash, and I think Splash will come as well. Let's see. Yes, he comes to the pits as well. So yeah, the first 2 drivers are in the pits. So let's see where Rotec comes out. Markula on position 6 is coming over the finish lane. So Markula will be again on position 1 after the pit stop, but we have to remind us, or we have to remember that maybe Markula has to make 1 pit stop more, and Crazy John almost lost the car there, and Rotec came out 8 tenths behind Markula. So Markula lost very much time behind here the pack. So maybe the strategy of Rotec was better, and yeah, that was a very strong overtake from Marco. Completely, he let no room there for a counter from Crazy John. And now let's see how fast Rotec can overtake here Crazy John. The Crazy John has to make 1 pit stop more as well. There was a little touch, hopefully no damage for Rotec's car. There were no damage, I think. And he has overtaken now Crazy John. So yeah, we have 2 seconds gap between Markula and Rotec here. Crazy John on position 3, Sabalu on 4, and on 5 we have Castor. Maybe he made somewhere a little mistake. Then Cobra on 6, and it looks like that Cobra can drive through, maybe? We have to see that then later. On position 7 we have Splash, on 8 we have Apimeister, on 9 we have Turismo Lici, on 10 we have Magic World, on 11 we have Psycho, then Kidstick on 12 and Manu on 13. But Marco now also with the more worn tires. So let's see if he can drive through here or not. Oh, and Rotec was very wide there. And his tires now maybe a bit dirty. Yeah, you can directly see he lost there half a second. A little mistake and you directly lose half a second. Also Markula got somewhere a penalty there. So we have now 2 German drivers in front of a Greek driver. Then we have Great Britain, German, Belgium. So yeah, there was no attack. So Crazy John maybe gets under attack from a Porsche in a few laps. We will see that. And there a fight between Castor Troy and Cobra. Castor Troy now position 6. Splash on position 7, but I think he's in a completely different strategy. Yeah, P-Meister is almost on the same strategy, but Splash's tires are fresher. We would also appreciate very much little tips for the EGT4M. The link for our PayPal account is in the description, so if you want to make a little tip to support the EGT4M for better prices and for another seasons here in GT Sports, we would appreciate it very much. And Crazy John went to the pits now. We would appreciate it very much. And Sabalu now on position 3. Also the EGT4M, like we see it here on the car of Sabalu. The EGT4M is sponsored or is partner with Fanatec and also with MMOGA for game cards and game keys. The links are in the description, so if you plan to buy new games for the computer, for your personal computer, or game keys or game cards, you can shop through our partner link of MMOGA, and of course the same for the Fanatec. But yeah, we have here GTR, McLaren and Porsche on the first 3 places. Sabalu on position 3. Then on position 4 we have Cobra on 5, Castor, Troy, Splashity on 6, Turismo Lici on 7. But Turismo Lici, I don't know if he was fighting with Splash, maybe see that maybe in the replay. No, he was right behind Splash. Yeah, Splash had a little damage here on his car. Maybe there was a little incident. Let's see, Turismo has no damage, Castor as well, and Sabalu now in the pits. So Sabalu came back on track on position 8. So we have Splash now back on position 4, Turismo Lici on 5, and I think Turismo Lici can drive through, Splash can drive through, AP Meister can drive through. So here goes it completely. Yeah, it looks like that Cobra can also drive through. The question is, I don't think that Markola can drive through, and it's still 2 seconds between them, but Rotek has also only half the tank anymore, so we'll see. But the tires are pretty worn right now on Markola as well. Yeah, and completely on the limit here in the last corner, and these two drivers are driving in their own league. Maybe a bit he went a bit wide there, but should be still okay, because it's not happening every lap. And what happened there? Let's see what happened there. Oh, he lost the car there, and the car is completely dead. That's here, one mistake, and it's over. Pretty bad luck for Turismo Ligi here on this Red Bull circuit, so no luck here for him in Austria. And Castor Troy still on position 13. It looked so good at the beginning, and something must have happened here in the race that he went from the third place here completely down to the place 13. Maybe wrong strategy, or I don't know. And only 1.3 seconds between Markula and Rodek. So I think we get here again a very close finish, and Markula goes wide there again. That will be a penalty most probably here. Is he getting a penalty? Yeah, 0.4 of a second, but he will lose that penalty here while breaking into the Ramos corner here. Let's go in the bumper view. I think the tires are pretty dead here on the GTR and much better. Let's see, the tires from Rodek are better, yeah, they are better. And we have still, after that lap, 4 laps to go. Here through the Pirellis. Yeah, for example, Sasha, the champ, we planned, or I planned, that the first 3 positions of the League B changing to League A after the season, and the last 3 of the League A are driving then in B, and pre-qualification have only the drivers to do which are new. And here we see maybe an overtake, no. But here is now the race. I think we are in the moment for race decision now. Because Rodek is completely behind Markula now. And is there now an attack? No, Markula can still brake very late, and the fact that he can go pretty fast out of the corners is there as well. Let's look through the field. Yeah, Cobra is on a very comfortable 3rd place as well. Splash very strong 4th position, but he showed that performance during the trainings as well. Crazy John on 5, Sabalu on 6, but with the not the better tires. Damn Psycho on 7, Magic World on 9, Kidstick on 10, 11 Manu, 12 Castor Troy, and Turismo Ligi after his mistake on position 13. Very bad luck today for him. And still the fight is completely open for the race win here. Can Rodek take the double win here, taking the big points out of this Austrian track? He showed these performances already during the trainings. Markula is always hiding a bit behind curtains for his performance, and then he comes to the track and is lightning fast. And now they are fighting for the lead in the race. And Markula still in front. But Rodek still behind him, so very much pressure now on the GTR driver here. The leader of the championship, Markula against Rodek in the McLaren. So position 1 in the championship against position 3 in the championship. But it's still very hard. Maybe Rodek has to wait till the last lap to overtake Markula when the tires are not that good anymore, but both can drive through. We see much more neutral on the McLaren, the tires. And Markula has very big problems to keep his car on track here. Let's look again here in the bumper view, turned around to the rear view here of the GTR, and we see much more power here, much more life in the front tires of Rotec, and Rotec goes now to the inside or not. Here GTR very fast. I think he will back up again. Yeah, he will back up again here. And now, I think now comes the overtake, maybe. Now in the slipstream he comes closer and closer. Is that now the move for the race win? To the inside. And now side by side. And out of the corner the GTR is too good. It's so hard to overtake that car. Very annoying to overtake. Yeah, there's no way to overtake. And now they're almost side by side again. But now nobody wants to make a mistake here. Also, we can see that Rotec don't want to make a mistake here. To lose the second place, for example. So maybe here, out of that corner, maybe he has a better exit of the Pirellis. And now Markula has to start to defend. Outside here, in the Rind corner, that's too dangerous, I think. So, but maybe now, is he going to the inside? No, he's not going to the inside, it's too dangerous. He lost a bit too much time maybe here, but in the slipstream again he will start to attack. Is Markula going to the inside or is he staying on the outside, defending like he did one lap before? And the GTR on the outside. And now they are going side by side down to the Rauch corner. And now Rotec is through. Can Markula counter here? And now Markula goes to the inside again. But Rotec is now to the inside. And again, Markula is leading the race. But Rotec has a better exit now. Markula goes to the inside. We have one lap more to drive here. Sorry that I'm not showing the rest anymore, but here they are driving for the race win now. And Rotec is through now, leading the race, and I think maybe that was the move for the race. Rotec is leading now in front of Markula. And Rotec almost lost the car there. And now comes Markula back again. Again side by side, but Rotec is to the inside. And now it went really hard, that fight here. Is there somewhere a final attack from Rotec? He goes now all or nothing. And that was, I think, the race winning move. Let's see that overtake again, if that was clean or not. Was there a contact? Couldn't see that. Let's see it again. Was there a contact? There was a little contact. And Rotec goes for a double win here in Austria. Congratulations again to Rotec, the Germany driver here in his McLaren. And Markula's tires are dead and no fuel anymore. Very strong as well. Cobra on position 3. Is he getting a penalty there? On position 3 for Crazy John. 5 sub loop. Cyclone 6 could recover pretty good at the end. The voting for driver of the day is still open. So you can still vote for your driver of the day. AP Master on 8, 9 Magic World, 10 Kid Stick, Casatroy on 11, Manu on 12, and Turismo Lici after his bad luck mistake there. I'm posting again the link for the driver of the day voting. So fast vote for your driver of the day. You have 7 minutes more. And congratulations again for Rotec to win sprint and main race here. So, and we make a short break till I invite for the podium interview. So please stay in the stream for the interviews with Makula, Rotec and Cobra.
Trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end we will be one. In a trail of fire I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. Set your sights on the sun. Mind is willing, soul remains. This one cannot be saved. From the dawn into the fire. Mind is willing, soul remains. This one cannot be saved. From the dawn into the fire. Bring it on home. Bring it on home.
Ja, das war auf jeden Fall Hammer. So we are back now with the podium interviews. We have now in the party the race winner, Rotek. So congratulations, also Gratulation einmal. So we make the podium interview with Rotek in German. So ja, also Rotek. Für die Pole Position ging es
Ja,
diesmal nicht aus. Für die Pole Position ging es diesmal nicht aus.
Nee.
Trotzdem wieder zweiter Startplatz. Ein wirklich wahnsinniges, sag ich einmal, Sprintrennen von dir. Ganz zum Schluss wirklich nochmal Makula abgefangen, der auch wieder mal ziemlich stark unterwegs war.
Auf jeden
Und,
Fall, ja.
und dann im Hauptrennen auch wieder bis zum Schluss gewartet. Also wieder super eingeteilt. Ich habe eigentlich auch damit gerechnet, dass Makula noch einmal in die Box muss. Dann hätte es vielleicht andersrum ausgeschaut. Aber im Endeffekt, glaube ich, war es ein faires und wirklich sehr wahnsinniges Rennen von euch beiden. So, wie hast du es im Renntag, den heutigen, erlebt, aus deiner Sicht?
Ja, ich hatte sozusagen ich hatte den vorhin noch getestet mit den weichen Reifen, da kam ich erst gar nicht richtig klar mit der Super Pole und dann, ja gut, da kam eine relativ gute Zeit dann später raus und dann hat mir aber später in dem Sprint Race hat mir halt der Fanboost schon geholfen, dann die Jungs zu überholen, dann hier Makula und Psycho war es, glaube ich, ne? Nee. Der zweite da. Auf jeden Fall mit Makula mitzuhalten und
Castor, glaube ich, war das, ja. Castor.
Oder Castor war das. Genau, Castor zu überholen dann. Und im Hauptrennen, wie gesagt, da habe ich gehofft, dass seine Reifen irgendwann kaputt gehen und ich dann meine Chance habe zum Überholen. Aber wie gesagt, hat es mir echt nicht leicht gemacht. Hat echt wieder sau Spaß gemacht. Ja, ist ein super fairer Fahrer, kann man nichts sagen. Also wirklich tipptopp. Und ja, freue mich für den Sieg. Ne?
Yeah. So, yeah, that was the podium interview. Sorry that it was in German, but for Rotek it's easier to do it in German. So, yeah. Markola, do you want to make yours in English or German?
Yeah, I don't mind. We can do it on English.
Okay, so, yeah, again, what a pace in the qualification. The GTR is simply a hot lapper, I would say it like that. The car is crazy fast and maybe one of the most annoying cars to overtake because the traction out of the corners in the GTR is simply insane. And still with your one tires, Rotek had to fight very much to overtake you. But still, at the end, I think your tires died in the last lap in the sprint race completely. I think they were completely done. There were no life anymore in your front tires. But yeah, I had last season the same problems with the GTR. The GTR is simply killing the front tires, and you can play with the setup as much as you want. The front tires are going like crazy. But still, you have a third place again, 2 podium places. You won the sprint race. You won the Super Pole, so 3 points more for you. For the Super Pole, and yeah, third place in the sprint, second place in the main race. So, what's your view of this round 3 on this Austrian track today?
Yeah, about the Super Pole, I was really surprised that I got first position because I really didn't have practice on the soft tires, and I think Rotek made a mistake or something, but he was like a little bit slower, and yeah. I was really surprised to get on first place, and on the sprint race, like you said, on the last few laps, my tires were just dead. And on the second corner, I was braking way too late, and I lost, I don't know, a second or something. Then he was right behind me, and then I made another little mistake, and then he got me later. But I'm happy with it. I can't do anything about the crazy tire there. I was doing the brake balance on all the way on the rear, so I also had I tried to make it a little less tire wear, but yeah, it didn't help that much. And on the main race, I actually knew that I'm not gonna win because of the tires. I was thinking about doing another stop, but I think the pit stop is more than 10 seconds, maybe 15 or something, I don't know. So I don't think that would have worked. So I tried to stay out and fight against him. It worked until the last lap. I could have braked. I braked a little bit early on the last 2 corners, and so he got past me. And then, yeah, also on the last lap, my fuel was out, so I had to save a little bit fuel.
I saw it. You drove over the finish line without any fuel anymore.
Yeah. I always do that mistake. But yeah, I'm happy about the race today. It was really fun fighting against Rotec.
Yeah, it was an amazing race
Yes.
from both of you. I have to say, um, for me, I had a bit problems with you guys today with the track limits, but yeah, sometimes for me it's okay if you drive over the track limits when you are fighting or when you try to avoid incidents or something. But we maybe have to look in League B. It was not that much, but in League A, for example, the first corner, yeah, we have to look that. But still, yeah, I say thank you for competing. We see us in 2 weeks again on Monza. I think your two cars will go there very good as well, but other cars will be there fast as well. Psycho was today not in his best condition. I think he'll, yeah, maybe that's
What happened to him?
yeah, I think he has. I don't know how much he trained here, but he had never the pace like for reaching the podium, and it was not like in the last races he had to fight through the whole race. So he found not the pace today, but maybe it's only his deleted result from the season. So his drop points maybe here in from the Red Bull circuit. I'm pretty sure that he will. I can give you. I can put my hand into the fire that he will fight for the win, and it will be very hard to beat him on Monza. But yeah, we will see that. And I wish you also good luck for Monza. And yeah, we see us in 2 weeks again. Thank you for your fighting today. So
Thanks. See you in 2 weeks.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you two
Bye.
are free. So the interviews are finished, and yeah, maybe to say a few words at the end, I say thank you for watching the stream again. Yeah, in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks we drive the next round. Here we see we have the next round here, the next event in Monza on 6th of November. So in 2 weeks, Autodromo di Monza. Here again live on my YouTube channel. So I would appreciate it very much when you come into the stream. We can talk in the stream chat a bit and chill out, watch again very amazing races. And yeah, then we see us in 2 weeks. So I'm showing one more time maybe the track here, and then we go off into the weekend. So good night here from my side.
Come touch me like I'm an ordinary man. Have a look in my eyes. Underneath my skin there is a violence. It's got a gun in its hands. Ready to make sense of anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything. Black holes living in the side of your face. Razor wire spinning around your blistering sky, blistering sky, blistering sky. Bullets on the beauty of the blistering sky. Bullets on the beauty and I don't know why. Bullets on the beauty of the blistering